Hi, I'm Ben and we're back with the last episode in this season of Our People, Our Stories, where we find out what makes South Canterbury not just an incredible place to visit, but an amazing place to live, work and build a business. So let's find out what makes this place so special. From thriving local businesses to hidden community gems, I'm sitting down with the people who make this region tick. Entrepreneurs, creatives, and everyday legends who call South Canterbury home. Now, you may be able to guess who we're interviewing by where I'm sitting and what I'm wearing, but today we're interviewing the Mayor of the Timaru District Council, Nigel Bowen. Nigel, thank you so much for taking the time to do this interview.
My pleasure.
It's the last one in this series, in season 2 of Our People, Our Stories. And I think what better person to interview on this last one than the Mayor, which is very exciting. We're here in the chambers. So yeah, thank you so much for taking the time.
Oh, my pleasure. I'm privileged to be a part of it.
So I think it'd be really cool to understand, a lot of people know you as the Mayor, and a lot of people know you from your business ventures, but it'd be awesome to hear a little bit about, your upbringing and who you were as a person that led you to the place where you are today.
Yeah, certainly. So born and bred in Timaru, went through Glenetti and then Roncalli College, and played a lot of sport as a kid. Football was my sport, which I really, really enjoyed. Went to varsity, and then my first job out of varsity was working for Lion, and that sort of crafted, my direction, if you like, a little bit. And worked for Lion Breweries in Timaru, and then in Christchurch, and then following that, probably a lot of people know me for the Spates Ale House, but we had that opportunity to do that business. Probably it came outside of working for Lion in the liquor industry. So I think what was great about working for Lion at the time, sort of the tagline was about making the world a more sociable place, and you could certainly embrace that. But most of my life has, and I reflect on it quite often, and I feel like my life has just been hospitality. So whether it's working with Lion and having a customer-centric approach, whether it's working in the Spates Ale House or street food, or whether it's working with members of the public, it's hospitality. Most of what you do is listening.
Yeah, definitely, and what a massive journey. So when did you first buy in or start working at Spates, and how long has that been, and then when did that develop from there?
Yeah, so my wife and I came back to Timaru from Christchurch. I think are we 21 years?
Oh, wow.
Ago, roughly, and we said we'd do 5 years. 21 years, we're still in business. It's funny how you think your path might take a certain direction, and you choose a different path. So, but we're happy with what we've achieved. I think probably the thing with business that we're most proud of is hospitality is hard. So to be in a business like that for 21 years is something in itself. But we've had some wonderful people that have worked for us and some connections, and it's pretty neat to see where they've gone off to and what they've become. So it's a real privilege to be a part of so many people's lives in that regard.
So now that you're the Mayor, you've been here a couple of terms. You have said that this may be your last term. Is that because you feel like you're coming to the end of what you're wanting to do, or you've achieved what you want to achieve, or? Yeah,
it's a combination. I'm a firm believer that good governance should have a time frame, and in these sorts of roles, I think 3 to 4 terms is probably about optimal. And so, look, you never say never, but my theory is I've just been elected. Within the last sort of 6 months, we're focusing on what's ahead of us. Not an election in 3 years' time. So,
what are some of the things that you enjoy about South Canterbury?
In all reality, it comes down to the people. My job is very varied in the fact that I get to talk to you. I get to talk to school kids, read them books. I get to deal with some of the top business people. I get to see in my role, which I think is a real privilege. I get to see the very best of the district and South Canterbury, and I get to see the very worst of it. But I think this district, and I've had I've got a lot of friends across the country, and as a mayor, you are the proudest person in the country for your district, and your district is better than every other district. But you do start to, when you get over that, you start to break it down and look and think about the things and the strengths that we do have, and we are quite unique. And a lot of people know this. It's that central location. It's all those things. But a lot of mayors would die for the sort of economy that we have. We've got such a broad range of businesses, rural manufacturing. I look back to COVID when, 70+% of people in this area were, essential workers of some description, which gives you a real economic base. So we've got some amazing businesses, from biotech through to earth moving. I mean, you look at the earth moving businesses, two really massive businesses in town that are doing work, all across the South Island. It's just phenomenal, and it's a great example of, you can be in Timaru, be really successful, and you know that because you've interviewed some of these people. So you can do business from anywhere, and we're just so lucky. What a amazing place to do business, where you can dip your toe in the sand in the sea, and then an hour later you can dip your toe in the snow. So it's not so bad.
No, yeah, definitely. Now, although you're really busy being the mayor and doing all these other things, with the little free time that you do get, what sort of stuff do you like doing around the region?
So my day normally starts about sort of 6:30 walking the dogs. Yeah. So 2 dogs about one, roughly. So
wow.
So they've got a bit of energy, and so that starts the day, and then somewhere during the day they need another walk. But look, my free time, we like to get out into South Canterbury with these roles. Fortunately, unfortunately, it does take up a lot of time, and I think people need to be committed to the hours. I think I'm lucky in the fact that I'm used to coming from hospitality, which was sort of 7 days a week, and this is no different. But yeah, look, we like to spend family time in the winter, do skiing as a family. But as far as work, it does take up some commitment for sure.
Yeah. Now, this is kind of a double barrel question.
Yeah.
First one is, what is your vision for South Canterbury?
Yeah.
And the second is, what do you think the future of South Canterbury will be?
Yeah, sure. So vision for South Canterbury does align somewhat, not that I want to be political in this regard, but it's around having the opportunity for the region to grow. It's going to require investment. It's going to require people understanding that this is a place that we can do business. Again, we've got cruise ships in currently, over that summer period. People come in and they just love walking around the CBD. If you come for a day, you want to stay. I think that's probably it in a nutshell. And so many people that you talk to, they go, oh, wow, this is fantastic. Yeah. But you've got to have that day, don't you? So, yeah, and there again, I think it extends. Ultimately, we've got a life cycle, and at a point in time, that stops. And so I think if you look at the values of a family and those sorts of things, I think it's really important that we create a place that, and I think we've got that here. We're very lucky. There's so many churches, community groups. We're such a wonderful place to bring up family, and I think if we can do all of that, we're not doing so bad.
Yeah, definitely. Well, look, we're nearing the end of our interview, and I've really appreciated the time that we've had. I've got 2 final questions to finish this interview. The first is, what does the Chamber of Commerce do within South Canterbury that benefits businesses?
Yeah, so with my business and within council, I've had a long relationship with the Chamber. One of the key things is bringing people together is absolutely fantastic. But I think they do a great job around connection in that regard, as far as courses and providing I think it's really hard as a new business, and so it's really important to be able to get that support. And I think that's one of the key things that they do really well. People are always been approachable. You know, over that entire time that, you know, of business that I've, you know, 20 odd years, people have always been approachable. You know, easy to work with, and they can connect you if they don't have the people there. They can connect you with the right people, whether it's mentorship programs, all those sorts of things. So yeah, invaluable.
Yeah, definitely. Yeah. And my final question for this interview, for the last episode of this season, is what's one thing that you wish someone had told you at the beginning of your leadership journey?
I don't know what was missing, but I think I was very lucky in the fact that I've always had an open mind. I've always been confident that I would, I guess I've been lucky in that I've had self-confidence that I would do well in life. And so I've had that self-belief. But I think that key one is just having that open mind to opportunity and open mind to other people's opinions. And I had some good people very early in life that I think have sort of mentored me, and I've pulled that from different aspects, whether it's sport, whether it's business. You know, most people you talk to, you can pull a wee gem out.
Yeah.
So yeah, I think it's just to have that open mind.
Awesome.
Yeah.
Well, thank you so much for your time, Nigel. Really appreciate you doing this interview, and let's look forward to see what South Canterbury becomes. Yeah, no, it's an exciting year ahead for us. So yeah, I'm really looking forward to getting into it. Thank you. Thanks, mate. Cheers. Cheers. Brilliant. All right.